All right, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I'm kind of excited that I'm actually mostly streaming, mostly on time. Yes, that. We're here. Um, yeah, we are live. Um, but yeah, we're live. We're playing some Final Fantasy 14, and I guess off we go. Oh, there's my controller. So I just got, before I started, I was playing and I was finishing up an alliance raid, and this they started the last boss before I finished my cutscene, and so I did not get to fully map the realm, and I'm a little upset by that. Um, just a little, just a little, but it is what it is. Oh, that did push me. Okay. But it is what it is, and I have to keep going. I had Sid. Alma, Ramza, can you ever forgive me? And you, Sid, it was never my intention to put you in such trouble. I am ever in your debt. You would have done the same for me, Jeromus? Besides, it was Mitzi here who went to all the trouble. If anyone deserves your thanks, it's her. He is right. I have done naught to deserve your kindness, yet I am its beneficiary nonetheless. So if I understand correctly, you're saying Osirite does not work to facilitate the possession of a living host by an icon, as was assumed to be the case with Ysel and the Archbishop, but rather absorbs the host's ether, its very soul, and somehow transforms it before returning it to the host's body. If that is the case, our Sharlayan allies will need to be informed immediately. But I suppose the real question here is, did you find what you came looking for? The legend would have us believe that Delta Hayal, the commoner who would be king, was the sole hero of the Zodiac Brave story, but as I have discovered, there was two others in fact, siblings whose roles faded from subsequent retellings of the story, a brother and a sister by the names of Ramza and Alma. Then, to prepare for this assignment, I pored over every published work of evolution legend I could lay my hands on, and nowhere did I find any mention of these siblings. But I did. I uncovered irrefutable evidence that Delta had a close companion named Ramza, who aided him in his rise to power, that in turn led me to Alma, and that I might never lose sight of the truth, I named my own children after those lost players. I'm sorry I never told you any of this, Sid, but you must believe me. Ivalice has never been a mere pastime of mine, and it is and forever will be my calling, my purpose. My family's purpose. Go on. The world knows me as Jeromus Sen Lexenthal, yet that is but my stage name. My true name is Eraslim Durai. Countless generations past, it was my ancestor who penned the Durai Papers, an account of Evolus and the War of the Lions that details what truly occurred during the turbulent era. You are tired, Father. Rest. I will continue. Long ago, an orphan by the name of Oran Durai crossed paths with both Ramza and Delita. After Delita's rise to power, Oran found himself in the service of the pauper become king. Following the War of the Lions, Oran believed the people of Ivalice had a right to know the truth of Ramza's involvement, and set about documenting his deeds. When the church learned of his intent, however, they branded him a heretic and had him burned at the stake. The Durai Papers were never published, and any existing copies were gathered and sealed away in church vaults. The truth about Ivalice along with them. What was so damning that it would drive the church to do such a thing? The answer to that question can be found in this book, the only surviving transcript of my ancestors chronicled, copied from an early draft and passed down for untold generations. With this, my father and I plan to reveal the truth and restore honor to my family name. It's kind of hard to do when he's got those little ducky feathers on the top. Forbidden Chronicles, a secret family legacy? Not that I doubt you, Jeronis, but how do you expect to convince people of all of this when... Hi, Cal! Welcome in! Congratulations for getting first! Yay! Welcome in! Expect to convince people of all this when well nigh every soul in the realm believes... Whoa! Cal. Thank you for redeeming the channel points. Hi, Cal. Yeah, I may have gone a little crazy with all of them. I do plan on switching them out occasionally because there's so many more that could be fun to play with. So if there's like a sound bit that you guys like want to hear and stuff and would think would be funny, definitely throw a suggestion in the channel point redeem in the Discord. That way I know what you guys would like to see. But yes, so many redeems. I want to add more. People see that Ivalice was real, the rest will fall into place. Word as simple as bringing forth the chronicle and submitting it for review. We would of course have done so long ago, but alas it is not. The Durai Papers you see were written in High Evolician, an ancient tongue long extinct. My father, his father, and his father before him labored tirelessly to decipher this tome, but for want of other sources made only fitful progress. A word here, a phrase there. It wasn't until a recent expedition to Rabanstare turned up several well-preserved artifacts that were able to translate a small portion of the papers. Then the diary stolen by the Banga bounty hunters? I'm afraid so. Everything we had learned of the language was contained in those pages. Then we're back to where we started. Not necessarily. We still have the transcript as well as some few translated pages, and of course my father's impeccable memory. I have come too far to allow a setback to deter me from my purpose. I will show the world the truth if it is the last thing I do. It is as Master Garland said. He is a man obsessed, and I fear Ivalice's grip on him will only grow tighter. father was fortunate to escape Renbonstre with his life, and already he speaks of continuing his quest. Promise me you'll keep him safe, please. Oh dear lordy. Did they just throw me? They just threw me out! Okay. I could go back in if I want to. But they just threw me out! For what I've seen here, I'm all but convinced that Ivalice exists, at least in some form. The problem will be gathering sufficient evidence to convince the thousands of scholars and historians who have based their careers on presumptions that it doesn't. Not that I've ever been one to shy from a challenge, especially when it means the story of the century. If you're in, then I'm in. If you're not, well, I'm still in. Either way, you'll be hearing from me again soon. That much I promise you. Bolt of Witch. Oh, no, I've got that card already. Where in the world have you been? Did you not receive Alma's summons? Principal Lexenthal's research into the Asurite may finally have borne fruit. We must hurry to the Prima Vista before they embark on some grand and perilous adventure without us. Oh dear lordy. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to go back to Limsa. Tappa doobie doobie dabba dabba doo 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 doo. Okay. Some of this goes in. Cool. Okay, I want to sell this. Oh, that's not selling for much, so we just sell. Okay. This one, though, she's the one who's holding. Okay. Good there. Now we're gonna go over here. Oh, I should probably check currency. I do need to... Before I do this... We're gonna go, get some things that I could also... Oh, really? That was not very expensive. That's cool. That's good. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Back to Limsa. I feel like I need to move this a little better. much better, but maybe a little bit better. Maybe. I feel like it's already better, so we'll take that. We'll take that. Excuse me. Oops. Okay, let's see here. What is this? Oops, that's... It's a tiny rat! That is a new minion. Okay, let's open the minion guide. It's supposed to be over here. Where did it go? Confused. Oh, it's supposed to be here. There he is. Somebody took the mammoth, I guess, that was in there. That's fine. I put it in there because I already had him. Okay. Okay, and travel to the Gold Sasa! I got a few things to drop off there as well that I have been neglecting to drop off. So, there's that. Yeah. Plus, I've been meaning to... I always forget this exists. I used to be really good about this, and then I just was not. Ooh, that's not gonna be... Yeah, that one was not a very good one. I mean, it's still more than what you pay for it, so... did not do a very good job today. Okay, so... Oh, snap. I feel like there was something that was aiming for. I don't think is this one. know if it was that one. I don't remember what I was saving for. I think it was, might have been the wings? I feel like I've got one of those. Those could be fun too. I don't know if what I was saving for anymore. To be honest. I really don't know what I was exchanging for anymore. Let's see. In my inventory. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, journal. Ah. Okay. Kugane. I need right there. It's like too useless to the location I need. Oops. Yes, I need to go in there. Thank you! I need to go in there. That's where I need to go in. Go get back on the ship. Yes. Oh, right into a cutscene. Since you're just everywhere, aren't ya? Thank you for answering my summons. Master Garland was kind enough to send for an Archon from Sharlayan, and I thought it only right you be present to hear her findings. To be frank, summoning Mikoto was more Y'shtola's idea. I simply came along to see what light she could shed on the mystery. I'm Mikoto of House Jinba, a Doman. Though many years in Sharlayan have made me a stranger here, you must be Mitzi Rouge, fabled liberator of men, slayer of false gods, warrior of light. I thought you'd be taller. Really? Okay, sure. I guess I could be taller. Ah! Let us speak of the crystal. the Otis, one of but many Osirite shards that aided Noble Delta's rise to regent. My apologies. The Otis is no ordinary crystal, even discounting its obvious historical importance. The specimen is more than a simple manifestation of elementary aspected energies. It is rather an ethereal lodestone whose felicitation of both the absorption and transmission of distinct frequency. NNR type harmonic vibrations have been observed to promote ethereal amplification. The result of neuroharmonic disturbance allows for a highly unique emittance of CPRS waves that, instead of radiating outward with a determinate factor of dispersal, instead resonate inward at a frequency so labored. My estimate placed the rate of VRT decay is upwards of several centuries, though I must admit I lack sufficient verities to complete a truly comprehensive graphical assessment. While that explanation may elicit admiring nods from your professors at the academy, it will only earn you blank looks here. Take a deep breath and try again. This time in language those of us without the echo might comprehend. Oh, are you saying that I could comprehend this? I have no clue. My apologies. I merely thought... Apologies will see us no nearer to an answer. A simpler explanation will. Oh, Sid. Poor baby is so timid. Simpler, right. Aether is not only the building block of all things material, but those immaterial as well. Thoughts, memories, feelings. One's very will are all understood by ethereal phenomena and can be measured as such. Unlike most crystals, which can only emit elemental energies, Osirite is turned not only to absorb aether, but aether specific to immaterial. That aether is then stored and multiplied within a crystalline confines until external stimuli precipitate release. Oh no. Oh no. Under appropriate conditions, a strong will or desire can become imprinted upon the Osirite and stored until fermentation, at which time the desires become manifest. For fermentation? What my studious young friend is trying to say is that the Otis takes one's deepest vanities and makes them a reality. Yes, that is simpler. You may choose to think of it as a process akin to that of summoning a primal. There being one marked difference, a primal summoning requires a supplemental energy source, such as a horde of elementally charged crystals. Osirite, on the other hand, has the capability to serve as its own source of power. We know from the Durai papers that Argath was never king of Ivalice. He was slain in battle during the War of the Lions. Yet, the Argath encountered during the recent expedition carried himself as if he had been crowned regent. I believe this was merely the Osirite in his possession realizing his desire to rule. I am informed that he uttered the same words over and over again for the duration of the confrontations which unfolded. If that is the case, it is possible that not actually Argath who uttered them, but the Osirite itself. If the Durai papers are accurate, Argath was a weak and petty noble who believed that his blood entitled him to power. The Osirite took that belief and twisted it into the abomination Mitzi put to the sword. Then you are saying a crystal could prove a threat. The Osirite Alma is, and not necessarily. Ramza needed to seem to fare well enough. There is no record of the young regent being manipulated by the artifacts he gathered. In the hands of the just, the Osirite should prove harmless, even beneficial. To paraphrase, it is not the weapon that kills, but the one who wields it. Where have I heard that before? Oh yes, it was Emperor Galvus's justification for taking the marvels of Magitek and applying them to the manufacture of arms, where, after all, was the harm if it allowed him to bring order to the three great continents? You draw an intriguing parallel, Master Garland. The properties of these crystals are so singular. I do begin to wonder if they, like Magitek, are products of science and not nature. That they were created by someone to... But who? What manner of person would even be capable of such a feat? Oh, Sid, visibly startled. Now that is an interesting question, the answer to which I look forward to hearing. Regrettably, I have pressing matters to attend to elsewhere. I fear not, however. Makoto's insight will prove to be more beneficial than anyone I might accidentally contribute. Good day to you all. Bye, Sid. I'll see you later. See you later, Sid. What I don't understand is, if the Duma wasn't imprinted with Argas' deepest desires, then whose desires are rattling inside the Otis? I had the self-same question and thus conducted a thorough inspection of the crystal upon my arrival. The results were inconclusive. Traces of ethereal activity were present, but to all intents and purposes the vessel was empty. Empty, but what are the voices I heard? Voices. I heard nothing of the sort. The only voices you heard, Alma, were in your stubborn head. Ramza, why won't you... Shall we speak of voices, then? What of yours, Alma, a resident voice of dissent? You have done naught but question the wisdom of our research from the moment we left Garlemald. Garlemald, would you put your petty worries above our family calling? No, I would never. You would never. Then why involve a gossip monger, a goody two-shoes, and this flying mole? It's a Moogle. Please tell me you see that. It's a Moogle! I like Moogles. That's the one, actually. There we go. I'll look better in cutscenes now. I forgot that I hadn't put one on. Moogle! It's a Moogle! Am I interrupting? Oh, please do go on. My acceptance into your fine troops' ranks can wait until I'll have said their piece, Kupo. Guards, get this Montblanc. The name is Montblanc. Denizens of Damascus Desert, seeker of thrills, adventurers extraordinaire, but you may call me Montblanc. Montblanc, Kupo. Dalmasca has long been known as a melting pot for myriad cultures, where minor races such as the Sek, the Banga, and the Vira might live in relative harmony with the Hur, Alizan, and others. Yet there is no record of a prominent Mughal population. Most likely because we are neither prominent nor populous. My people are nomadic by nature, ever drawn to the elusive frontier and freedom she promises, Kupo. A Mughal? I'm just now realizing that, like, Mughals have these, like, little bat-like wings and, like, cat-like ears. Maybe I need to get a little, Mughal top. Because I'm maybe. I don't know. Of course I'm a Mughal, Kupo. You'd think the adorable wings and fluffy palm would have given it away. Now, with my admission to the Majestic, I will allow no such thing. The Majestic is the Empire's premier theater company. Aww! Hi, Tinkia! Welcome in, and thank you for the sub. The resub. Thank you. How are you doing today? Or tonight, or wherever it is in your time zone? Oh, I get that. I hope you get to have some good rest soon. Some good rest. The Majestic is the Empire's premier theater company. We will not sully its good name by granting refuge to a fluttering ball of fur. And furthermore, how in the world did this abomination board the Prima Vista in the first place? Don't call Mughals an abomination. I don't like you. By means of its wings, were I to guess. As for its admission to the company, I do not seem to recall race, creed, or allegiance to my list of prerequisites. Do you? Put your son in his place. No, father. Very well then. Mont Blanc, what is it exactly that calls you to the stage? Our stage. What else? The Zodiac Brave story, Kupo. Never before have I witnessed something so amazing, so moving. Sitting, well, technically hovering there in the audience as the story unfolded around me, I knew I was witnessing something special, something positively transcendental. Transcendental? Words are hard. Transcendental, Kupo. It was then that I realized I either had to be part of it or go to my grave a bitter and broken Mughal. Was this realization before or after you swore you simply had to become the realm's greatest marauder, Kupo? There's a second one. Hurdy, how did you... Perhaps you'd have more success at running away if you didn't reveal your grand designs to every other fool you happen to meet, Kupo. Was it not but 2 score nights ago you took up the axe, Kupo? Now you're here. Now here you are professing the passion for the stage before keeping even a simple notch in your haft. Do you not remember, to he who churns the butter goes the sweetest bread? But how is one to savor said buttered bread if his head is in the belly of a fearsome beast? You accuse me of giving up when I merely came to the realization that continuing would end in failure. Only through the change of course could I reach my final destination, Kupo. And what destination is that? Murmur, are you sure you're not Geomancer? Arithmetician? Templar? Do not bother answering, Kupo. We all know you'll be singing a different tune come cockcrow. That is where you're mistaken, Hurdy. I was destined to be a thespian. I can feel it in my fur. The role of Dalita was made for me. Made for me, Kupo. Kupo, 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 enough! The actors in our company trained at the Emperor's finest institutes. They represent the pinnacle of the profession, not only in Garlemald, but across the entire world. A vagrant bat-mole like you could never hope to share a stage with such artists, let alone play the part of a hero like Dalita. You yourself admitted you were too craven to face a solitary beast. How do you imagine you would fare against a pack of theater critics? Any troupe would need proof of valor before you could even... You are kind of being mean. Craven. And, like, they're... What? Call me a cheat and call me a cur, but do not, sir, call me Craven. I accept your challenge. Slay but one foul beast by mine own hand, and the Majestic Theater Company will accept me into its ranks, Kupo. Wait, I assume no such... You are all here witnesses, Kupo. When I return with the head of a terrible beast in my gore-stained hands, you will honor bound to welcome me, Mont Blanc the Murmur, into the fabled ranks of the Majestic. Good day. Wonderful. What do we do now? What do? We do nothing. If that bat-mole wishes to throw himself on the horns of a stampeding dozo, I will not stand in his way. I believe the proper term of derogaration is molebat. And I should warn you, Moogles do not take kindly to those who use it. Why must you always put yourself above others, brother? Did you learn nothing from Argath's wretched example? Mont Blanc would never have set off on this full errand had you not made the challenge. If anything befalls my brother, his blood will be on your hands. You are the only one among us capable of locating Mont Blanc and preventing disaster. On behalf of my brother, I beg your assistance. I do not like Ramza. Alma, I like. Ramza, I do not. Stinker. Oh, let's talk with Hurdy. My brother can be rather simple-minded when it comes to such matters. Thinking to impress the Warrior of Light and her companions, Mont Blanc would likely choose the scene of your recent exploits to prove his worth, meeting Rabonsta, if I'm not mistaken. Pardon my language, but that Ramza really is an incurable little prick, is he not? How dare he speak to his sister and the Moogle in that manner? I couldn't decide which was worse, the things he said or the way the principal sat back and let him say them. But I suppose it's none of our concern for now. Let us concentrate on the task at hand. Finding that Moogle before he does something we'll all regret. Let's say we start nearby. Pier 2, perhaps? Oh, that brother is a little stinker. Pier 2 was. I think that's where Pier 2 is. I think so. Yep, there it is. Pier 2. Oh, that was really just Pier 2. The Falcon Porter tells us that he set a traveling blacksmith away to Yangsha, not a bell past. And why would that be of interest to us, you ask? Because said peddler of iron and steel was seen to be carrying a bag stuffed to the brim with, and I quote, albino mole fur and purple bat wings. Mont Blanc. Not that we look like that, Kupo. The quickest route to the Damascus is via the One River and the Western Tributaries. If Mont Blanc is bound for Raban Arste, he will seek passage from the glitter. Some of these words are hard, and I apologize for butchering them all completely. I do apologize for butchering. Oh, it's got more than one thing. It's because it's well above the level that I currently am. Ah. Stop hurting my bird. Lordy, I struggle with those two of them. Oh, let's talk to little Moogle. Little Moogle. Mont Blanc, what were you thinking? Have you any idea what you put your brother through? He's been worried sick. Both Hurdy and Ramza were right all along. I am a failure, a flop, a flapping, floppish failure, Kupo. How could I play the part of a hero if I cannot even ruffle the feathers of a singly measly bird? You chose a level 70 bird when you are still in the level 1 department. The audience would see right through me like the spineless jellyfish I am. Now wait, Mont Blanc. Not everyone can be a hero, not even most heroes. Yes, the bards sing of the man who deals the final blow, but what of his cadre of loyal companions? Do you think Delita united Ivalice on his own? Do you think Mitzi here was alone when she liberated Alamigo? Not all wars are won on the front lines. But of course they are not. Every campaign needs its brilliant architect, the mastermind, who moves the pieces across the board. I, Montblanc, can be the... and 100... 360 there. 180. 360, I don't know. Whichever one that is. That was quick. Let us not dwell on the details. The day is saved and Montblanc has escaped, sans scratch or singe to show for it. We should return to the Prime Vista before our luck runs out. Oh boy. Oop. Lean too far one direction and I won't have access to the thing. My bulb. Okay. Yes, that's where we're heading. That's where we're heading. Where the hell did these guys get on here? Please, the ship is a place of peace. Release my sister or you will answer to me. And the cats? To be fair, we were both cats, so yeah. The cat's away. Put the damnable thing down, Ramza. You are not helping matters. We have no quarrel with you or yours. We only seek to aid in finding our leader. You seek our help. You who threatened to kill my father. You who stole his work and made fools of us all. Never. Hey, put that down. Silence, Ramza. They have Alma. We have to hear what they have to say. As I said, we have no quarrel with you. We only did what was necessary to secure an audience. We surrender our weapons and offer you your journal as an act of good faith. Grab the journal. Gotta see what's going on with these fools. This is all rather a lot to digest, but your claims do coincide with what we have learned about the Osirate. You're saying that Crystal did something to our captain? After being emptied of Argath's will, the Duma sought that of another state to appetite its aether. Are you saying the crystal ate our captain? Not his body, no, only his soul. His soul? Tell me, what is your opinion on your leader's deepest desire? What was it that he longed for above all else in the world? Whoa! Somebody redeem the mustache! Hi, Leah! Hi, Leah. Thank you for redeeming mustache. Ah. Welcome in. Welcome in. Why waste your breath reasoning with these? Okay, Ramza needs to go in timeout or something because he's been derogatory to everybody, including his own sister. So go. First mole bats, now lizards. This one's tongue is pure poison. Yeah, you say it. You say it, Mont Blanc. You tell it like it is. The boy can call us what he pleases. For our past failings, we deserve no better. Your failings? 30 summers have come and gone, yet not one night goes by that I do not wake in a sweat of the memory. We were Fusiliers in the Damascus army stationed at the royal stronghold at Nabina. The Bina fortress was reputed to be impenetrable. Its fall to the 4th Legion proved a turning point in the Imperial campaign, dealing a crushing blow to the Damascus morale and ultimately making the beginning of the kingdom's end. Alright. I guess we have ad break, so for those of you who are on ads and those of you who are not, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. I will see you guys in a few moments. All right, welcome back everybody from ads. I really do appreciate you hanging out with even with the ads and stuff, because it really does help support the channel. I really do appreciate it. You guys are amazing. I did take a quick break so that we, not that there's a whole lot of story you guys are missing, because I feel like a lot of you would be a little lost, but I don't know, but it's always good to take a little bit of a break, stand up, get a little bit of something to drink, stretch, do whatever you need to. That way you can jump right back on in. I always like the Warrior of Light. Bagamon was our captain, and once it was clear the day would not be ours, Prince Rassler, the commander of the garrison of Nalbina, tasked him with one final mission. Our unit was to escort His Highness's twin sister, the Princess Ashlia, away from the fortress and hence to safety, but things did not go as planned. Oh, and she died. I still remember the words she uttered as she lay dying in the captain's arms. But a stone's throw from where the Gara Smythe waterway drains into the sea. Even as the fog of death descended upon her, she smiled and told us the very people who had failed her to survive. For as long as even a single Damascan stood, our nation would never truly perish. But it should not have been us who survived. By failing to protect our charge, we betrayed the princess and her memory, and brought shame upon our race. So yes, we are not but cold-blooded lizards, deserving of whatever scorn you deign to heap on us. Aww, babies. I think we may safely assume a deep-seated hatred towards the invaders of his homeland, coupled with self-loathing born from a sense of powerlessness. The darkness that lurks in the heart of Baganan is a little different from that which drove Argath, the self-same emotions that were to nourish the Duma. Stop speaking in riddles, Charlian. She is saying your brave captain will eventually turn into a monster, or rather, more of one. Garlean lies. What they say is true. If we do not find Baganan and the Duna soon, none of us are safe, present company included. Do you have any ideas where he might have gone, Eddie at all? Wait, look at this. Something has been added to the final page of my journal. Then the captain must have put it there. Only he had access to it, until we found it in the pack he left behind, that is. Is this Damascan? Indeed it is. It says Ritterana. The lighthouse? Why would he write that? And in the old man's journal, no less. Wait, you guys read it? There is a place on the Valnard Sea, far to the south of Rabonstray, where the ocean tumbles into the gaping maw more than a mile across, the Ritterana Cataract. Legend would have us believe that it is the entrance of hell of water. Many scholars seeking to prove otherwise has descended into the chasm, some even by airship, but not a one has returned. Ooh. Oh dear. Lordy! Lordy! I think we're about to head into another raid. Oh, we gotta... No. No. Excuse me. There we go. I must admit to knowing little of Ritorana, save that which Lady Mikado has shared with us. Before we expend valuable time and resources traveling to so remote a place, I must review my notes and see if there's any mention of the Abyss. We shall share our findings as soon as we learn aught of interest. We're going jumping right in because this is going to open up another alliance raid, I think. And I need to open up as many of these as I can. This is what the thought is today. Unfortunately, it's not giving us much XP at the moment, but it is what it is there, right? Right. This one's going to give us a... Alright. Our studies reveal that Ritorana is the name of both a massive gap in the southern Valyard Sea and the lighthouse once manned by the Royal Damascan Navy to prevent ships from succumbing to the cataract's currents. I stressed once manned, as the tower has lain empty since its candle-keeps abandoned their posts after the fall of Rabanstray. But if Farah Sirius offers any indication of what can befall a lighthouse in the absence of its caretakers. Yes, but the real question is how all of this ties with Evaskian legend. A cursory examination of the Zodiac Brave story reveals no mention of a Ritorana. Yet it seems foolish to assume that a name could not change in the centuries since the tale was writ. So I thought to cross-reference texts on modern Isambardine history with our translations of the Dubai Papers. And after an exhaustive re-examination of my ancestors' notes, I discovered there is not a single entry of Ritorana. And while mention of the Valnard Sea was abundant, I found no reference whatsoever to any cataract or lighthouse within its waters. Ramza, discovery prompted me to examine the mystery from a different perspective. What if there were no mystery at all? What if at the time of Delta's rise, the chasm did not yet exist? There is no more, but only a visit to the lighthouse will enable us to confirm our theories with any certainty. I don't like Ramza. He's such a little prick. He's a little prick. Ramza, you're a little prick. The Ritorana Lighthouse lies far from civilization. You would be wise to provision for the trip here in Hingashi. An adventure always comes prepared, of course. I am prepared. I'm actually really prepared because I already fixed all my armor and gear sets and stuff. Ritorana Lighthouse. They better let me map this. Just saying. This better let me be map it. Stink butts. Something is very wrong here. Mayhap at best we split our fellowship into two parties, one to delve into the tower's depths and one to observe from afar. As acting expedition subleader, I appoint you captain of the first. You may use the spyglass to aid in your search for the missing lizard. Damn it, brother. Where are you? There's no real way. This location appears to offer an adequate view. Climb up and scan the area for any signs of Bagamon. Found him! You found him. Let me see. He needs our help. Prince Rassler, Princess Ashla, I know you cannot forgive me. Nor should you. It's all my fault. I could not save you. Could not save anyone. Anyone but myself. I am so sorry. Bagamon, wait. Traitors, have you no pride? You treat with the very men who laid waste to our homeland. You are mistaken, brother. These are no Imperials here. We've come to help. I know what I see. My own kid sided with the enemy. How dare you stay my audience with the princess? The Duma? It has him, Kupo. It's showing him what he wants to see. Oh no. She's already dead, not hurt. Gunfire? But Godman. So this is the end. Recite the words, satisfy the covenant, relinquish thy soul unto me, and be granted that which thou desirest most in the world. Sword in hand, a warrior clutches stone to breast. Look at me, brother, look at me! In sword etched he his fading memories. Don't you die, not yet! In stone he his tempered skill. You promised we to go together when our time came. You can't leave us here. By sword attested, by stone revealed. The light, where have I seen it before? Oh no, yeah. Yeah, it's a no-no. It's a no-no. And he's gone. And he's gone. Whatever you are doing, you need to leave the lighthouse right away. Right away. Do you hear? What the heck happened over that side? What did he remember? Well, that was not a very long. It is as we feared then. Bagonman's soul is lost. No! It's not. Okay, a solid plan of action must be devised before facing the Banga transformed. Much as I wish it were otherwise, I fear Bagonman is beyond saving, yet we cannot suffer that is left of him to become a distraction. Distinction? Distraction? I don't know. Father, is now not the time to abandon this quest? Are we meddling with forces beyond? Enough, Alma. We adults are talking. Huh. Yeah, I don't like you. I'm not particularly fond of your father either. You're not addressing how he's speaking to your daughter. And I don't like this. I really don't like this. You are right. The lighthouse is built squarely atop the ruins of what only can be the clockwork city of Gaug. The what work city of who? And nobody is commenting on how he's speaking to her other than the dang Moogles. According to the Zodiac Brave story, the clockwork city of Gaug was a metallic metropolis wherein airships, automata, and other technological marvels of the age were first conceived. Little is said about its location, however, save that it was far away. While the Durai papers do not say a great deal more, they do mention that the land upon which the legendary city was built was severely limited, an inconvenience that forced its inhabitants to build up rather than out. Which led me to ask myself, what if the reason land was limited was because the land in question was an island? But that still would not explain the omission of the cataract. It is inconceivable that the authors would neglect to mention so promising a landmark that it existed. And then I found it, a lone passage regarding Gaug's fall. While the particulars were missing, it appears the city was abandoned after an explosion, left half of it in ruin. I believe that this explosion maybe undermined a portion of the seabed. It need only have been a small area at first, one that could well have gone unnoticed. During the Exodus, As time passed, however, the waters would have continued to wear away at the rock, slowly widening the gap until, well, until we have what lies beneath us today. That would explain why there is no mention of Ritteraya prior to the present area. Come, Father, will you not tell them the rest of the possibilities that we Garleans are descended in part from the displaced citizens of Gaug? It would explain how the Empire was able to forge its armies of iron even before the discovery and application of Allagan technology. Basically the lost city of Atlantis, you know? And it may also explain why the legend of Ivalice was resonated with our people for centuries, despite the fact that the Lost Kingdom was, as far as we can tell, in quite a different corner of the world. An interesting, if somewhat ambitious theory, but to return to your original claim, is it your belief that Ritterana Lighthouse stands atop what is left of that necklace? Where did you get it, girl? It was my mother's. Your mother's? It was my late wife's most cherished possession. Why do you ask? Bog Aman had a talisman he would wear beneath his jerkin. He refused to take it off, even when bathing. He said it was special. I only saw it a few times, but it looked exactly like the one your daughter wears. And what are you implying, Lizard? That my sister stole it, or my late mother? Neither. I spoke of their similarity, that is all. Can you believe the nerve of this boy? Right? Get a break, dude. Like, what? Go away. This boy is so insufferable. I don't like him. Enough, friends. Our guests were merely concerned for the well-being of their kin. And what of our kin? What of them, Ramzad? Do you imagine our kin to be better than theirs in some way? Finally, somebody's addressing this kid's superiority complex. Like, what the heck? Or anyone else's for that matter? We have but one purpose, son, and that is to prove the existence of Ivalice and clear our family's name. Do not allow anger or hate to lead you from that path. Now, we have a lost city to explore. I don't think that was enough, but... Yep, we're in a lighthouse. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take for the queue on this. Looks like it's got at least a 12-minute. Maybe... Being there's not a whole lot to do other than... We will just head over to do some leveling stuff. That's not it. I don't remember what these are called, but those. Fate. It doesn't think I'm high enough level, but whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and do this while we wait. anything pop up really close? No. I have to go snag another. Snag another one. Yeah, little mantis shrimp. We've done the beast tribes for the day. We've done all our daily roulette stuff. Now we're just seeing if I can't push a couple more levels. Holy snap! Did that really just proc that soon? I don't know if it'll actually— oh, it'll go through! It's going through! Oh my god! Oh my god! I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that, but that's okay. We've got some great glamours going on. Okay, I'm in Alliance A. Gotcha. I'm so lost. Dear lordy. Dear lordy. What the hell are those? Dear, I don't know what that is. Oh lordy. Why are you dotting down there? Get out of that. Do not like this. Oh my goodness sakes. Ah! Snap. I'm going to. Yep. 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 Sorry, guys. Sorry. Thank you, Fiona. Thank you. Woohoo! Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm impressed it was only one died. I only died once. Right? It is very enormous, Mont Blanc. It very is much as enormous. Why are you here? Oh, that's cool. There's so much going on. Oh my god. I'm starting to wonder if I need to turn a certain setting off. There's just so much going on. Must be the heart of the lighthouse's beacon. Ow! I thought I escaped it! Oh. Thank you. Oh, somebody already got. There's just so much going on. Not a good place for me to hang out. I see what those are now. Okay. them. Ah! Sorry, guys. Yeah, we'll move to the... what? Now? What now? Math boss, huh? I we're gonna stay over here. Uh-huh. confused. What? What the? Ah! What? What was I supposed to do? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Oh dear God, I was supposed to go that way. Okay. They're all running away. Okay, command align current vitals with specified multiples to primes. Prime number would be a 1. One's a prime number, right? Right. Right. Multiples of 4. Prime numbers are like 1. Oh, snap-a-doodle. I'm in Alliance A. Oh boy. Prime numbers. I think it's like 1, 3. Yeah. Oh, where are we now? I got the mapping for this one anyway. At least it is that.
Long have I waited for this moment, Garlean swine. Come! The blood of my fallen brothers feeds my hate!
Hey, guys. It's me. I'm in a cutscene. Oh, two, I guess. I thought one was also a prime. No. Oh, it's ugly. But like in a cool sort of ugly way. Sorry guys, I was in a cutscene. I'm coming, I'm coming. I appreciate you waiting, guys. I do appreciate it.
The Empire is a cancer, and I am the father's blade.
You're not wrong of the Empire. I think we've already, like... I'm actually not sure at this point. Oh, thank you guys. Because I...
Your suffering is not yet over.
Holy... Okay. I guess. I'm down. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, okay.
Your suffering is not yet over.
I'm doing better than I was expecting to do, though.
Your pain is my pleasure.
Oh dear Gordy.
Your suffering is not yet over.
Do I don't understand. Oh no, we got ads. Oh dear Lord. At least it wasn't me who just went flying. Really? Are you really not that... I thought you would be more dead by now. I guess that was just like the part.
This is far from finished, Guardians.
We're not Garleans. Uh-uh. I'm not a Garlean. You're garlic. Oh dear lord. Nope. I did not survive that. I was trying to get out of the way. Thank you. Out of the way of that one.
Your suffering is
Woohoo! Don't stop, make it pop!
but I shall be waiting in the next.
Don't stop, make it pop. Nice. I'm not very good. And I for sure did not. Yay. I appreciate you. Oh. What have we got? Okay. That one. Oh, I didn't get a card, but I got more things. Okay. Thanks, guys! This was a much better run than the previous Alliance raid. Like, don't get me wrong, I still didn't know what the heck I was doing. But, like, the other Alliance raid group I was with just did not care that anybody was new. Well, there's necklace, but what is it doing here? Unless... It kind of deserved that, I'm sorry. He kind of deserved that. He kind of had that one coming. Yep, yep. Oh, I am here. Oh. They are slightly different. Extraordinary. The stones are different, but the craftsmanship is identical. However, did it come to be in Bagaman's possession? Though they are indeed of a different shape, the stones appear to be cut from the same crystal. Oh, they are osirite. Osirite? What makes you say that? Can't you feel it? You can feel it too, can't you, Hurdy? Do you recall me telling you that Bagaman consider the necklace special? Well, give us the information, sir. It is special because it was entrusted to him by Prince Razzler. He was to return it to Princess Ashla upon delivering her highness from Nobina Fortress. A family keepsake. Of course, and each necklace, each Arasite has acted as a lodestone, drawing both of our parties closer and closer to Ivalice. Indeed, Father, the Osirite guides us. Ramza, are you recovered? Thank you, sister. I am well now. You little twit. From what we know of the Duma and the Odysseus, vestiges of one's will may endure in an Osirite. Could it be then the desire of the former owner or creator of these necklaces was simply to return to Ivalice? But who could that have been? Don't touch him again, you little bastard. Ramza Belaviv. He wanted the people to return to his homeland and uncover the truth behind the kingdom's founding. But they'll show us. But then why show us Lizana and Gao, you ask? Simple. We are being tested. The Osirite is measuring our worth, seeing if we are deserving of that truth. You say these things as if you know them, but how could you? Nothing we have uncovered suggests anything of the kind. I know you have your doubts, but I can assure you they are misplaced. For now, I must ask you to trust me, Lady Uriah. Lady, since when did you... That's not the twit Ramza. That's a different Ramza. Or somebody else. Of course I am, Sister Dearest. I have never felt better. Either this is not the real Ramza. This Ramza. Or he got a serious talking to about how to treat his sister. I sense a disturbance in the ether. I sense a disturbance in the force. All the nerd references are there if only you look hard enough. Father, these necklaces are gifts. Gifts from the old gods who once watched over the Ivalicians. As proof, we have their blessing. With the necklaces and the Odysseus, we can finally prove. I know not what came over me. Something's fishy! Something smells fishy. Ramza, you must rest. Leave me be. Did I not tell you I'll be fine? And the old Ramza's back. Yup. Another adventure under our belts. Best put pen to page before the details fade. Lesia and now Gug. One must think our discovery is more than sufficient to prove the Lexan Tales claims, at least with regard to the Ivalice's existence. But something tells me that until Genomus has proof that his ancestors were not the heretics the church painted them to be, he will not rest. Then there is the curious case of Ramza. At almost throat one moment, all Sister Dearest the next. He was like a different person when he came to, yet it seems to be alone in the wondering exactly what happened to him back at the lighthouse. If you ask his lady, he must have taken quite the bump to the head when he fell. Then again, it didn't take him long to turn back to his spiteful little self. So all's well that ends well. He is a little prick, for sure. Little stinker. Little stinker. It is a quest chain. I'm sure there's, like, at least one more Alliance raid. But I'm not sure if I'm going to manage that tonight. Ooh. We'll see. Greetings and salutations. I suppose you were wondering whether or not the good Genomus has finally determined where in the world our next adventure is to take us. The good news is he has. The bad news, however... Now, while it is not my nature to be a sensationalist, sensationalism is my job description, so please bear with me when I tell you not at all is right aboard the airship Lexental. Something about Alma has me deeply worried. I would not trust this information in the hands of my publisher, let alone some sullen gate guard. Shall we continue our conversation on the Prima Vista away from inquisitive ears? I guess we're gonna go find out. Ah! Let's go. The question is then, what exactly did Ramza and his fellowship journey next? Ah, Missy, to what do we owe this unexpected visit? I had not planned on summoning you for another several turns of the sun. I apologize if we have caused you any worry. I suppose one can allow a reporter in their midst and not expect her to report on what she sees. Though I did expect a tad more discretion from Miss Merla. Alma has, as of late, been experiencing difficulties with her health. Chirurgeons have been called upon to discern what exactly it is that ails her, but as far as they can tell, there is nothing physically wrong with my sister. The consensus is the rigors of an extended stay in a foreign land have taken their toll on her fragile heart. No, it's because you're a dick. And you're being mean to her. You little... When did you... Alma. I'm fine, brother. It's obvious that you are not. You must return to your chambers and rest. Forgive me. Perhaps we shall speak again once I regain my strength. Until then, please look after my father. Now then, where were we? Ah yes, the matter of our next expedition. As we discovered during our most recent foray into the Esterlands, the Dalmascan capital of Ranbastare appears to lie beyond the ruins of what can only be the royal land. The royal city of Lesalia, ancient capital of the lost kingdom of Ivolus. To be fair, I am not pronouncing any of this right, so sorry. Shortly after, we stumbled across remnants of the legendary clockwork city of Gaug, cleverly repurposed into the lighthouse overlooking the Ridorana cataract, remnants which now sit suspended above the fathomless chasm. Lesia Gaug, what have they all in common, you ask? I shall tell you. They both appear in my ancestors' account of the rise of Ivolus, the derived papers. With each new discovery, this forbidden chronicle is now proving Ivalice legend to be more fact than fairy tale. There is no denying the proof, and it is but a matter of time before scholars and historians from across the realm come to the same conclusions. But as you all are aware, my aim has never been to simply prove the existence of Ivalice. No. I shall not rest till I have revealed the truth of young Ramza's role in King Delata's accession and cleared my ancestor Oran Durai of the false accusations made against him by the church. Let's see to Alma first. Kugane's Shiron should have us believe she is in no immediate danger, as her illness is not one of the body but of the mind. To borrow their words, her spirit is in a state of imbalance and merely requires time to right itself. Alma will be fine as long as she remains in bed. The last thing she needs is any further excitement, especially at the paws of these meddlesome molebats. Though I must admit, both Mont Blanc and his brother have proven more useful than one would have ever dared to imagine. When it comes to usefulness, I am the first in the field. Or was it furriest in the field? Would you like to feel my fur, Kupo? And you wonder why Ramza despises you so, brother. They do all the work, and all you do is jest. Well, but you are mistaken, Herdy. I bear neither of you nor your brother any ill will. Any further ill will, that is, if anything I owe you is my thanks of your recent contributions. What is going on? His thanks? Are you hearing what I'm hearing? What happened to the venom spitting adder we all used to know and hate? Right. Alma certainly seems pleased with the change, but forgive me for not buying into this all too convenient transformation. Simply showing the world that Ivalice actually existed would not validate the claims chronicled in the Durai papers. That is correct, Father. The key lies with Ramza's Belaviv. If we can find evidence of his hidden role in history, it will prove Oran's testimony true and safeguard our family name from ridicule. Which is why I turned the focus on my research to Delita's forgotten companion and his actions during the War of the Lions. It was only then I discovered something most intriguing, an underlying struggle with an unknown force, a force with the power to bring about calamitous ruin. The Asians. Osirite, the twisted abominations we encountered in both Lesalia and Gaug. The Lukavi, they are born of these unholy crystals. While nobles of the north and south squabbled over Ivalice's crown, Ramza silently sought to rid the world of a darker evil. Evil manifest from the deepest desires of men and women whose minds have fallen prey to the Arasite. And with each confrontation did Ramza's fellowship grow smaller. Countless companions lost to a cause that would go unwritten, yet was far more important than any clash of armies, and so did they endure until reaching their final destination, the Orborn Monastery. Oh, I know this one. The Orborn Monastery is where Princess Ovalia was raised. This is the scene. There is a scene about it in the Zodiac Brave story. After Delita emerged victorious in his final campaign, he married the princess to legitimize his claim to the throne of Ivalice. Ah, I see someone has been paying attention. But I don't understand. Why would Ramza's crusade against the Lukavi take him back there? According to the Durai papers, the sinister being who engendered the Arasite was said to have slumbered beneath the monastery. But who or what could have the means to create something so powerful? Ultima. What? Ultima? The Ultima weapon? A seraph? But what's a seraph? Seraphs are believed by some to be servants of the gods, divine beings whose only purpose it is to carry out the will of their immortal masters. As to whether or not Ultima can claim this title, however, I cannot say. But Ultima... Are they reusing the name? They have to be, because there's the Ultima weapon. Are they reusing the name? Just as there are those who chose to worship Ultima and her otherworldly might, there were equally as many who feared the visitor and her deadly magics, oft referring to her as the Angel of Blood, for the carnage left in her wake. Theoretically, the Ultima weapon could be named after her. So, you know. Interesting. What if the spell Mitzi claims to have experienced in the Praetorium, coincidentally also called Ultima, was in fact an elegant interpretation of the very magics introduced to Hydaelyn by the High Seraph? Oh, they are okay, cool. They are tying it back to that. But that would mean... What would that mean? I have spoken to several colleagues back in Sharlayan regarding their opinions on the ancient incantation, and while they have yet to have little to show for their research, they all agree on one thing. The manner in which Ultima etherically manifests should not be possible, at least on Hydaelyn. So it should naturally make sense if we've discovered that the Allagans learned the spell from a being not of this dimensional plane, as to exactly how they convinced the being to impart the knowledge unto them. Not of this plane. What manner of creature are we talking about here? Oh, Sid's back! Likely one similar to Omega. How long have you been listening from the shadows, my friend? Long enough. I am here to deliver the item Mikoto requested. Sid, there is no need for you to deliver it personally. A Moogle would have sufficed. A Moogle? And trust that he won't ever tear open the package and show it to some random adventurer? No, this is far too important. If you two do not mind, the principal was about to tell us how to find the Orborn Monastery. Would that I could. You know, you don't know? Then what have we been doing here? At ease, lady. He's just like bipolar with this lady, or... The dry papers speak of a cataract situated on the river Zereshell, several leagues southwest of the Ron Bostre. There supposedly lies the monastery. Zereshell is not a name you will find on any modern Dalmascan map. Rivers, however, especially ones as large as the Zereshell, are established to be rare in a nation more than half claimed by the sand. The river we seek could only be that which bisects Gulmore on the Naxian border. And for that invaluable information we owe thanks to our brothers Moogle. Their travels have made them veritable authorities on Dalmascan geography. Wait, but earlier claimed you didn't know the monastery's whereabouts. I'm confused. The location is not what concerns me, but perhaps the Moogles themselves should explain. Why, certainly. The verdant valley of vines and vipers to where we must voyage next is home to the Viera, and therein lies our little problem. The one thing the Viera do not suffer is trespassers, not even lovable Moogles. To be fair, the Viera did not like us either when we were in Stormblood. Our glamours kept us hidden long enough to see the jungle was teeming with ruins, much like those we've discovered in La Siena Gaug, but the Viera trackers eventually found us and took us before their elders. We barely escaped with our palms, Kupo. So that is why we are still talking instead of bound for the border. There are Viera who have spurred the strict code of their tribes, abandoning their people to come and live in the cities of Damaska. Finding and recruiting one of their cause might provide us with insight into how to reach the Orborn Mystery Monastery ruins. Oh, okay, so this kind of actually lines up with the Great Rikvika Forest and the Viera tribe there. And it explains why we can play them as a race even here, but why we haven't really seen them other than maybe Sharlayan with a couple of Viera there. That explains things. There's not a lot of Viera NPCs, at least here. Not like there's a lot of more of them in the first, other than here. That makes sense. Okay. Before boarding the shuttle, here I was stopped by a Banga on the docks. He asked me if I knew Mitzi Rouge, and bid I deliver her a message. I told him he was welcome to accompany me to the Prima Vista so that he might deliver the message himself, but the man refused. Mikoto, I saw this device crafted to your exact specifications, but cannot guarantee that it will function as intended, seeing as I had nary a subject to test it on. Of course, Master Sid. If any trouble is met, then most likely it is my design that is to blame. Your confidence in my craftsmanship is flattering, but you sell yourself too short, my dear. Here's to your success. Good day. What is the message? What's the message? Guess we're gonna talk to Mikoto. I sense that you are interested in the package Sid delivered. I have every intention to apprise you of its contents, but first I believe we should speak of Alma's condition. Do you not find her illness all too timely? Jeromus and Rumza would like to believe that her bouts of vertigo are not but a result of a mind fatigued, but the answer is clear. It is the Arasite that plagues her. Alma recently confided in me that she would hear her father speaking with the Otis, but well before even his first foray into Rabanstray. However, I did not think this entirely true, which is not to imply that Alma is trying to deceive us. Rather, I think she saw something that led her to believe her father was conversing with the Arasite. Moreover, I suspect that it was the Arasite itself that granted her this vision. You recall my hypothesis on distinct frequency and NRR-type harmonic vibrations and their tendency to promote ethereal amplification, or when I mentioned that despite being in the principal's possession of an extended period, the Otis exhibit none of the imprinting present in Duma. No? The Otis has never resonated with Jeromus. It has always been his wife's pendant and its Arasite shard, the Virgo, that fueled his passion for Ivolus. No, the Otis is bound to Alma's deepest desire, whatever those may be. The only reason I can fathom that Alma has not fallen victim to the Arasite's grasp is that her desires are not as strong as those we have witnessed in Argoth or Bagaman. That and the ethereal interference caused by other nearby shards. I have explained all this to Alma and recommended that she destroy the necklace, yet not only did she refuse, but she begged me to keep this revelation from her father. What? And so I did the only thing I could. I devised a mean with which I might impede or at least lessen the effects of the Otis. This device, which still incomplete, will amplify the NRR wavelengths emitted by the Virgo. This should work to interfere with those emitted by the Otis, thereby shielding Alma from the brunt of their effects. The city below is all abuzz with the word of a Bonga brigade loitering about the airship landing. Do you think it's someone we know, Kupo? Okay. We gotta speak with the... So fun to see all these guys just here. We gotta get back down to Kugane. Oh, I'm wrong direction. Went the wrong way. There's the exit to the shuttle. I need there. There we go. Bagui, apologies, but I needed to speak with you, and you alone. Oh, don't mind me, Kupo. I was just floating here in perfect earshot. Why you? What makes you think I won't lay you low right here and right now? Because we're here to offer you a proposition. That's what. We need information on the Golmore jungle and thought a man as well traversed as you might be persuaded to provide some. Galwar, you of all creatures should know that it is very our land. What are you offering then? Why, the opportunity to tell us that you know. Jeromus believes our next adventure lies beneath the jungle canopy, Kupo. I should have expected as much. Very well, Mitzi, I came to ask you if you would meet someone. Now, it seems that someone may be able to assist Jeromus as well. Seeing as you are the principal, you and the principal did right by us before, I do not see a reason why I cannot take both of you. Let me know when you are ready to depart for Rambaste. We shall travel in our airship. The Prima Vista would draw too much unwanted attention. Okay, I guess we're going. And I didn't tell anybody where I was going. Not that I'm worried about myself, but like, a little concerned that it just kind of snagged me, and I agreed to it. Yep. Back to a life of purgatory in the clouds, are we? Of course not. Not that it didn't cross our minds, but when faced with the decision of what to do next, we needed simply to remember the dying words of our leader. Gijek, Rinnek, and I decided to re-enlist as Dalmascan fuelers. And the Akibarian Garleans actually said yes, Kupo? Not exactly. We are now with the Resistance. You no doubt heard that an uprising in Dalmasca and that followed the Doman liberation, and how it is crushed under the iron heel of the 4th Legion? The resistant leaders are captured, tortured, and public executed. Yet much of the Empire's chagrin, the gruesome display only served to further rally the survivors. Remove 1 head and 2 grow back in its place. Remove 2 and then there are 4. A person can die, but an ideal can live on. You're not wrong. Now, there exist several factions throughout Dalmasca. We belong to one known as Lentes Tears. And when we told our commanding officer of our recent crossing with you and yours, she simply insisted that we introduce you. He came into the frame. Me? I wasn't even supposed to be here, Kupo. Not you. Not you. Not you, Hairball. Her. Meet with the general and hear her proposal. If you are not interested, we shall return you to Kugane unharmed. You have our... Quirrell got your tongue? Remonstrate dead ahead, lads. Not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on. I should not have trusted them. I should not have trusted them. And I don't blame them either. This way, we've many moms to cover before nightfall. I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. Oh! I've done as you asked. I bring you the Liberator. And here I thought she'd be Why do they keep saying that? I knew it. A Viera. I am Fran, proud daughter of the Damaska and General... proud daughter of Dalmasca and General of Lentes Tiers. And yes, Moogle, I am a Viera. Are you surprised? To be fair, I hadn't quite hit Stormblood yet, so... I think this is the things before Stormblood? So I hadn't quite met the Viera there. Why yes, in fact, I am her. I am. Her kind are all supposed to be living amongst the trees, having shunned contact with the outer world, Kupo. There are supposedly a few who have left their homes, but I most certainly did not expect this one to be here in the sewer. Indeed. This Banga claims you seek Orborn. Does he speak true? Yes. Those ruins lie deep within the Golmore jungle, a place most sacred to my sisters. They would take great offense were you to defile it with your presence. What is more, Bagua tells me you travel with Garleans, openly aiding those who would see our nation burn. How could you place our trust in one who would do such? My blade has tasted... And then you know that the Empire and its people are one and the same. When you slay an Imperial soldier, you are not slaying an individual, you are slaying the enemy. Your companions, Liberator, are the enemy, despite their supposed change of heart. You misunderstood. Kind Jerome does not approve of the Empire's warmongering. He wants to help Damaska and its impoverished masses, Kupo. And what would a Moogle know about my people? Does your blood run Damascan red? We would cut you open and find out. General, there's no need for threats. You are right, Bagui. Let us then parley. Parley? Mont Blanc. Parley. First, the resistance requires men and women from the Eorzean and Eastern alliances to join us in ridding Damaska of its imperial invaders. Your past deeds have made you well known to the leaders of both. They will listen to you. Or if not, they will listen to the scions in which you claim allegiance. Second, the resistance requires gold to strengthen our forces from within. Your allies are in bed with the East Aldine Trading Company, which continues its dealings with Garlemald, even as you raise your sword against them, profiting from the Empire's rampant aggression. As targets of that aggression, I believe my people are entitled to a portion of these profits. Grant me these simple things, and I shall personally guide you safely to the ruins of Orborn. And what of the Lexentals? See me to victory, and I'll take the Emperor himself. Those are my conditions. What say you? I have no authority over this. I will deliver your quest to the Scions, but I can promise no more. Tell them my demands, but know the fate of your expedition hangs on how well you do so. I say we have our work cut out for us, Kupo. Bagui, you and your Fusiliers are to accompany the Liberator. I expect a detailed report on how my demands are received. Yes, General. Not that I expect them to be taken seriously. You are a fool to trust them, Princess. What? 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 What an adventure, Kupo. Just think, by tomorrow we could all be the newest members of the Damascan Resistance Air. Not that I'm ready to give up my place on the Prima Vista just yet. Oh boy. Ooh, let's go. Hurry, hurry. If I don't tell someone of our adventure quick, I'll positively burst, Kupo. Yes, we're going back to Prima Vista. I'm shocked it didn't bring us directly into a cutscene. Surprised. Okay, this is probably a really good time to put a break in. Give us a break. Call it. Excuse me. Stop for the night. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and. What are you up to? Okay, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it here for the night. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will see you guys tomorrow about the same time. That should not be a worry at all. Not sure if we're gonna be doing this or what else did I put? It was the other. Open up this. Nope, that's not. That one's mine. Okay. Schedule here. Open that up. I was gonna do either doing Genshin or Wuthering Waves. Okay. Looks like that is probably what we're gonna be doing. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be either doing Genshin because I know there was some story that came out recently. Not a whole lot of story, but enough to probably do a very kind of fun short little stream. And then we're gonna do some more Wuthering Waves because I'm almost to the point where we're gonna get more story on that one too. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye.